Hi friends, today we will see the flow control statements. Flow control statements. There are there are three types of flow control statements are available. First one is selection statements. Second one is iterators or loops. Third one is transfer statements or looping statements. These are here. It comes to the selection statements. First one is if statement. Second one is if else statement. Third one is if-elif else statement. Fourth one is if-elif statement. Here it comes to the iterators. First one is for loop or for each loop. Second one is while loop. Transfer statements like break, break and continue statements. We will see the already we have seen that selection statements, but once again we have to revise that selection statements like if statement. If statement like it checks the condition like it checks the condition whether the condition is true or false. If the condition is true, it will allows the if statement inside the if condition. If that condition is false, it does not allow the if statements. We will see the syntax. If condition statement. Statement 1, statement 2, like this we can give the statements. Statement 3, so on. Like this, if note the condition becomes true, it allows that if statement allows allows inside the if statement or does not allows the inside if statement. If the condition is true or false, if the condition is true, it allows the inside and execute the statement 1, statement 2 and statement 3. If the condition false, it not allows the uh, execute the inside the conditions like statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. We will see some small if I'm taking the dynamic input like username, input of enter username. If username is equal to John, hello John. How are you? The statement is executed. CLS, Python, test.py. Enter name like Smith and entry. It will not execute in that. If you want to give some message like print end of the if statement, end of the statement. Here we are following some indentation also. If you give like this here only, it will raise an error called Python test.py. It will raise an error called indentation error. Expected an indented block after the if statement or on line number 3. Here expected some tab space or tab space or two spaces. We can give two spaces also. If you execute that once again, Python test.py. Username is Smith. That end of the statement. We got that the username is does not match it. That's why we got the false. If you give the once again execute this one, if you give the John, we got that hello John, how are you? End of the statement. Like this, if statements will go. If you take same like if else also, instead of instead of after if we can take else. If you, the John is does not match, we are going to print some hello guest. We are giving the guest appearance. Hello guest, how are you? Like this, we are printing. This end of the statement is common. If you clear Python test.py like this, if you enter username like Smith, we got hello guest, how are you? End of the statement we got. If we enter John, we got the hello John, how are you? End of the statement we got like this. Or instead of statically we are take the dynamically also format of username. Smith. If we enter Smith, we got the hello guest, how are you? If we enter John, hello guest, how are you? We got this hello guest only for John also. If you want to take the either the username is capital or smaller, we can take the compare only. If we give the lower or case code also we can give. We will see first lower, later case code. Dot lower. We are converting. If we enter the capital or small letters, that John, if the John word matches, it will come. It will give that hello John like this. John, hello John, how are you? Like this. Smith, hello guest, how are you? If we give all are capital letters only. John, hello John, how are you? It will giving the. If you take the case code also, same we will get case code. Python test.py. Python test.py. John, stop this one. John, hello John, how are you? Hello John, how are you? Like this, we will get. we can use the if-elif also. If you want to search that another name also, like that username dot case fold of equal to Smith also we get got. If, if Smith also come means we are going to print hello Smith, how are you? Dot format of username we are taking like this. If you want to search another name also, first we will try to execute this one, later that we will see another one. Hello Smith, how are you? If it gives Smith all or capital only, hello Smith, how are you? Like this we get. Hello John, how are you? If you give James, hello guest, how are you? Like this. If you want to check the James also, username dot case fold of James, how are you? John, we got hello John, how are you? Smith, hello Smith, how are you? James, hello James, how are you? James, I'm taking. Hello James, how are you? We can take if you give Lohit, hello guest, how are you? Like this we can use. Instead of this, we are checking that if else conditions like this. We can use one operator using that in operator. We will see. We are checking that else like James and Smith and John. We can take that one name also. Case fold in operator like this. James and Smith. Take like this also. Python test.py. James. If you got hello James, how are you? Smith. Hello Smith, how are you? John. Hello John, how are you? If you take capital letters also, hello John, how are you? Like this. Rohit. Hello guest, how are you? Like this we will get. We will use the in operator also. We are going to take some marked applications like check the marks is in check the we can take the marks application marks app. If that marks is like we are going to check this into 75% greater than is A grade, 65% greater than marks is B grade, 55% greater than C grade. We are going to check like this, and 45% greater than D grade. If you check 35%, 35 below, or we can take 35. Sorry, this one 45 you can take. This one is 35 greater than E grade and below 35%, less than or equals to 35%, marks is equals to F grade. Like this, we can going to check that. F means fail. If you, we are writing that if with else, if, elif, else also. First, we are checking from the, we are going to checking from the below onwards. First, we are going to check that marks is less than or equal to 35, equal to 35 or less than 35. I think this is reverse. That's why. Sorry, friends. This is reverse. This is this is better. Can take like this also. We are going to first take that marks is equals to int of typecasting. First, we take to input enter student marks column. We are going to typecast it because of input will give that string only. If we give that int also, it will give string only. That's why we are giving that typecast input of input of int of the. We are coming from the back onwards. Why? Because of if you take the we will see that that application also. But in our my point of view, I'm coming from the backward onwards. Print F grade fail elif marks is greater than 35, greater than equal to 35, and I'm checking both, and marks is less than 45. Pass E grade elif marks greater than equals to 45 and marks less than 55. Print D grade elif marks greater than equals to 55 and marks less than 65. Print C grade elif marks greater than equals to 65 and marks less than 75. Print B grade marks greater than equal to 75 is to 75. Print A grade like this. CLS Python test.py. Enter the student marks 80. I got the A grade 45. I got the D grade 65. 69. I got the B grade 70. I got the B grade. 56, I got the C grade like this. If you enter 35, I got the E grade. If you enter the 40, got the E grade. If I enter the 32, I got the fail. If you enter the 20, I got the fail. If you give uh, like this is a enter student marks 1 to 100. Like this also you can give. That here you can give else also, but else is the not mandatory. We can give elif also. We can give simply else also. If you try to execute this one, if you give marks is 100, fail. Sorry, marks is 20, we fail. If you enter 35, E grade. If you enter 40, 56, C grade. If you enter 65, B grade. If you enter 75, A grade. Like this we are getting. Next one is iterators. Iterative statements. Iterative statements. These statements are used to execute the group of statements repetitively or multiple times. Repetitive times or multiple times. These statements, like iterative statements, are used to iterative statements are used to execute the multiple statements, multiple statements inside inside the loop, inside the loop it executes the multiple statements inside the loop multiple times. Uh, we can give it is used. The iterative statements are used to execute the group of statements inside the loop multiple times are multiple times repetitive times repetitive times. There are two iterative statements are there. For loop, second one is while loop. For loop, like for each also we can call. For each loop also we can call. We will see the while loop. First we will see the while loop. We will see first while loop syntax. While loop, while loop syntax we will see while condition, condition, statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. Like this it will execute. If you give like this, that condition is satisfied, it will execute that this inside the while loop statements. That condition is false, it not execute that statements. But what is the difference between if selection statements and while loop statements? Up to the condition, up to the is not execute one time, up to that when the condition is false, up to that it will execute. Like syntax we can change like this also. First is initialization. Initialization. This one is initialization. Initialization. You can take like 1 or 0 or anything for initialization. Suppose we are taking that 0 is initialization. Second is while condition. Like expression we can take here. Expression. Any expression. Like statements here we can take statement 1, statement 2, Like this, we can take incrementation here. At last, incrementation. We can take here where we want that that's incrementation. Incrementation. Our requirement, like according to the our requirement, we can take increment. If you want here means here only we can take. Like here, if you want here like incrementation, here only we can take. If you want in middle also incrementation, we can take in middle also. According to the our requirement, we can take incrementation. Like incrementation, like up to that. Suppose I will teach directly. Directly one take like print to display the 1 to 10 numbers sequentially and serially. We are going to first initialization, like I'm taking that count is equals to 0 or 1. I'm taking while count less than or equals to 10. Up to this 10, up to the 10 that I'm making that while loop is executed after 10, like up to after 10th condition, like 10th statement, 10th condition, this while loop does not execute. It comes out of the while loop or terminate that while loop. If you make print of count, we are going to increment the count also. Count is equals to count plus 1, or we can take simply count plus equals to 1 also. Try to execute this one. We got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like this we got. If you take count is equals to 0, is equals to 0, instead of writing here count plus equals to 1, we can take here also. If you want to execute, now also we got 11 we got instead of that. Here change the condition. According to our condition, we can got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want that. I want the 1, 2, 3 like this. Instead of getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to get one after one. Like how 1 space 2 space 3 space 4 space 5 space 6 space 7 space 8 space 9 10. Like this I want. Instead of, if you want like this, there is a one attribute called end attribute. End attribute, if you give the space is the attribute value, it will give that every time. It will give that one space, two space, three space, four, like this we can give. We will execute and I will execute and show that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, like this. Example 1, this one is. I want to show another one. If you take count is equals to 1, I'm taking this one is the end. I want only print to display even numbers, from the 1 to 10 numbers sequentially. If you want even numbers, I'm checking this count percentage 2 is equal to 0. I'm going to check that count percentage 2 equal to 0 or not. if it will that count equal to the count percent the count modulo 2 equal to 0, it it divisible by the number, like count number is divisible by 2. Count number is even number, that's why we are printing only even numbers, we are going to printing 2 4 6 8. We got that. If you take equal to 10 also, we got the can get the 2 4 6 8 10 also. Instead of taking this one, instead of taking this one condition, we can take 0 is done, take starts from the 2. We can increment, instead of incrementing 1, we can increment from 2 onwards. Try to execute this one, we got the same. What if when we use the while loop and when we use the for loop means in the in if the destination or the destination, the for loop is used in the if we know the destination or if we know that endpoint, if you know the endpoint or destination, we can use the for loop directly. But if you don't know the destination or endpoint, the in that cases we can use the simply while loop. It like it will execute like up to we reach the destination, it will while loop will execute. But for loop will execute if you know the destination, if you know the endpoint, like we have to stop the here, like we have to stop the here, like up to 10 or up to 20 sequences. In that cases we can use the for loop. But if you don't know the destination, we know only that some point only. At that time we can use the while loop. Uh, I'm going to teach one question called uh, to display the not like this. If you take the number called 1 2 3 4 5 like this, instead of this one, I'm taking that 7,896 rupees. I'm going to take this number. I'm going to print this number into 6 9 8 7. I'm going to make this number into like this, small individual digits, and I'm going to make this into sum, like 6 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7. I'm going to make this into sum. Uh, 15, 15, 23, 23, 30 is the answer. We are going to like take. If you want to take, instead of in this case, we don't know the destination. We don't know the destination where we have to stop. We only that value only, that number only want, but we don't know the destination. In this case, we have to use while loop is the case. If you take number, we going to check the up to 0. Up to 0, we are going to check. We are going to take before we have to initialize a sum. Sum is equals to 0. I'm taking that. I'm using one operator called modulo operator. Number modulo 10. Why I'm going to take 10? If you take this number like 7 8 9 6, if you take modulo with this, it will gives like last digit as the Reminder value. How last visit is a reminder value. How like this? If you take 7896, if you take like divided by 10, 7,000 I'm taking, 10 7,000, not 7,000, 10 700,000 like this. If you divide it by 796, with that we will take. If you take again, you can divide it this one, or we can take like this also. 10 790 we can take directly in zero. We can take like this also 790. We can got 6 is the remainder. 6 is the remainder. We can take 10 into 789. We can got the 7890. We can get the 6 is the remainder like this. We are taking that remainder into remainder. After this, we are making this sum plus equals to rem. After this, I am making this number equals to number divided by 10. How? This one is the quotient value. If you divide this, we will get the 789. If you percentage this, like if you modulo this number, we will get the remainder is the answer. If you if you if you divide the number with 10, we will get the 789 is the remain like quotient. If you modulo this number with 10, we will get the say 6 is the remainder. If you want me to print remainder remainder comma rem, if you want number comma number, we will get like this. If you want me to, before going to execute that, if you want me to check that number percentage of 10, number divided by 10. If you want me to check like this, I want to check also. Python desktop divide like this, or can take two digits also. Instead of putting that. 6 and 789. We got like this. We try to execute this one. Python test.py. I think less than greater than 0. When we greater than 0, Python test.py. We call like this. Instead of division, we can take floor division also. CLS Python rem 6. First number is 6, number is 7, 8, 9. Like this, we can take number also. If you want to, we take original number. First is number we are printing. After this, remainder. After this, the divided number. Original number. First number is 7896. Later it is going to take the remainder like last digit. We are going to divide it by 6. Like modulo with 6. Modulo with 10 we are getting the 6. That after we are making this floor division with this, we are getting that first three digits like 789. After we are making that remainder 9, we are getting that remainder 9. Later we are getting the 78. That original number is 78. Original number is 78. Remainder is 8. Taking that number is remaining number is 7. Later original number is 7. That remainder is 7. Later floor division 7. Floor division like 7 divided by 7. Floor division by 10 means 0. If you remove this one and remove this one. If you print sum of individual digits of number, sum printing, or make that format number comma sum is, take this one, state object attribute format, spelling mistake, python test.py sum of individual digit of the number. Okay. If you want that number again, I'm making this temp equals to number. We can take this temp also directly, or we can again take number equals to temp also. Taking this temp Python. Sum of the individual digits of the number 786 is 30. That's all friends. If you like my content, please like and subscribe my channel.